I haven't seen you go to the bathroom. I'm worried about your hydrating, so here's a bottle of water here for you.
Okay.
Please hydrate up, okay?
Thank you, sir. Drinking water. I got shit to do.
All right, guys, this is your last chance to earn your spot in the finale. You have 90 minutes to tattoo a fine line script assigned by Tiffer. And your time starts now.
Let's do it. Get it, Tim.
Tim and Tony, head to head.
Cute.
This is where I excel. I work fast, I can do any style you throw at me, and I guarantee you, no one in this place can hang.
You already got him.
Cool, so as long as it's bulletproof, I'm good.
Yeah, this font looks weak.
45 minutes left, guys.
I am basically the underdog in this entire situation. Tony does little bangers. He's from a street shop. 90 minutes is what I take to get most of my line work done. I'm gonna have to pull out tricks that I've never even done before.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Machine's down, time is up. Get ready for your next tattoo.
That is yes.
Up next, you have 90 minutes to tattoo a new school full color apple assigned by TJ. And your time starts now.
Let's do this. That looks cool. Whatever you do, don't sculpt that line. Keep that one pass. Okay. I'm harnessing my new school roots into you.
30 minutes left, guys. 30 minutes left.
I am loving this damn apple right now. This thing looks like you could, grab it off the street and bite it. I have this new school tattoo in the bag, mainly because I'm pulling off tricks that Tony over there couldn't even do.
5,
Keep going, keep going.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Get ready for the next tattoo.
Tim should got to play today.
I'd eat that apple.
If I didn't do some coaching on that one.
Dude.
For the last tattoo of the marathon, you have 90 minutes to tattoo a single needle Sacred Heart assigned by the judges. And your time starts now.
That doesn't hurt.
Give it a minute.
If you do not know how to use a single needle, it's like a razor. You can fillet someone's skin. You're creating a full image with just one little needle head.
Don't go over it a lot.
Okay, man.
It's easy to tear that little spot up.
I've never even used a single needle before. My approach is cross my fingers and hope that I make it.
30 minutes left.
I'm hoping to prove that just because you have a specialty and a niche, that means jack. If you don't know how to take whatever comes through the door, if you don't know how to do walk-ins, you do not deserve to go against me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. Boom! The tattoo marathon is officially over.
Yes.
Tim, you killed it, bud.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
That's what I'm talking about, Tony.
I think we're gonna see some dreads on stage.
I don't know about that, bro. I think it's vest all day.
We'll see about that.
All day.
Taking 2 sabotages, and you're gonna have a bad day.
Tony and Tim, you had to survive a tattoo marathon to earn the last spot in the finale. Let's see how you did. Tony, you're up first. Let's look at your fine line script tattoo.
The double line on this tattoo really allows for you to put the highlight in, shade it from the top and the bottom, leave the little skin break in the middle, and the openness between each letter really makes everything legible. Nice job.
Thank you. I take pride in lettering.
Next up is the full color New School apple.
It definitely looks like an apple. It's pretty solid, saturated, wall-to-wall color. Solid tattooing, man.
Finally, the single needle black and gray Sacred Heart.
I really love that soft, delicate look to the right side of the Sacred Heart where you don't overwhelm it with darkness.
You can read all the dimensions in this thing. You can see the highlights on the thorns. Man, that thing is badass. It's my favorite of the 3.
Thank you.
Tim, you're next. All right, Tim, let's get into the script.
It's definitely legible. Just looking for fine line script. You do have the fine line and the force filter on the outside, but since you colored this in solid black, you kind of covered up the fine lines. But I think it's clean.
Thanks, man.
Let's move on to the new school apple.
The grain that you get in this apple and the way that the skin looks is really cool.
I especially love the water droplet, and that little yellow tuft of color that's on the inside of the apple is a nice touch, man. It really gives this thing a realistic yet new school vibe.
New school realism is what I love.
Let's move on to the judge's pick. Single needle, black and gray Sacred Heart.
The shading inside the heart is very cool. I love the peppery effect that you chose. I do like the shading and the flames, just leaving it really negative, just a little wispy. You pull off the look.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, one of you will earn the last spot in the finale to compete against Tiffer and TJ, and one of you will be going home. Who earned the last spot in the finale?
I gotta say, Tony kills it in the script.
The flourishes are nice to look at, but I think it's a distracting piece technically. I don't think it's any better than Tim's.
The apples is tricky. Tim really shines that leaf, that water drop, that stem, that color.
But the elephant in the room, both of them have trauma. Tim's got the blowout in the top of that outline of where that halo is. And you can see on Tony's where he's really punching in that smooth black to create that shading, gets chewed up. In the real world, everybody's gonna be stoked on them. They're a wash to me.
I love both these tattoos. Tony does a great job in showing the curvature of this heart.
I like Tim's valve and I like the exit to the flames better than Tony's because it has a little better shape.
Tim's is super shaky from top to bottom.
No, it ain't.
Tim's is done well for somebody who's never done single needle.
Tony does do this all the time.
Why should I suffer? Because I know how to do a single needle tattoo.
If you're gonna be versatile, shouldn't you know how to do a single needle tattoo when you come here?
All right, judges, I need a final decision for a win. I like elements of all these tattoos. When I look at them together as a collective, just looking at versatility, I gotta go with Tony.
There are certain elements of certain tattoos that outshine others. My vote's for Tony.
Tony.
The judges have decided. Tony, you have earned the last spot in the finale.
Yeah. Good job, bud.
That means, Tim, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
You must first survive a tattoo marathon.
I have never done a tattoo marathon before. I mean, I've run a 10K, didn't do very well. So hopefully that's not a metaphor for what's about to happen.
Each of you will create one design for the marathon. The subject and style are completely up to you. Then, all of you must tattoo your design and the 3 other designs created by your competitors, creating 4 head-to-head comparisons. You have 90 minutes to tattoo each design, one after another, on the same canvas.
90 minutes, you're never gonna do anything badass. It's always gonna be just simple.
But there is one more thing you should know. Since art is blind and has no gender, your art must speak for itself. Because today, all of your tattoos will be judged blind.
Damn, I didn't see that coming. This really sucks because I'm either gonna do really good that they're gonna think it's me, or I'm gonna do really bad that they're not gonna think it's me. Or they'll think it's me, and then I'm gonna think that they think I'm bad.
Do something to push the limits of what you can do in 90 minutes and challenge the other 3 artists to what they can do.
Just be careful with time. If you don't finish, probably won't make it to the finale.
Right out of the gate, the one thing I want to do is have the coolest, most weird design and force these other guys into my world of tattooing.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I was thinking a new school piece that the color play would be very confusing.
All right. What can you blow up in 90 minutes? If you can blow up in 90 minutes.
I can definitely draw something that I can tattoo really quick and comfortably in an hour and a half.
Right.
I'm a fast tattooer, so I'm gonna design something that I can tattoo in 90 minutes, even though I know a lot of other people are really gonna struggle with that amount of time.
Okay, artists, exchange designs.
Here it is.
Ooh, lots of straight lines and circles. Fantastic. Awesome.
Illustrated black and gray, okay?
Straight lines and circles?
Straight lines and circles.
You're supposed to tattoo these, right?
Yeah, good luck. Got a nice little scumbag skull here for you.
Oh, sweet, man. Looks like me when I was a teenager.
How are we doing this?
Color new school. Make him have some crazy hair, whatever you want to do.
Cool. Laura's design is good and bad because one, I can make up things, but at the same time, I don't do too much new school, so it's gonna be hard for me just to wing it in 90 minutes.
There you go. Bam.
Ah, really? An hour and a half? Wow, thanks.
You are welcome.
You're an ass.
Dragon Claw.
Dragon Claw.
Color neo-traditional.
What is with you guys and these tattoos in an hour and a half? These tattoos are not hour and a half tattoos. With this amount of detail, these are like 2.5 hour tattoos. Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Okay, artists, the tattoo marathon is about to begin. You have 90 minutes for each tattoo. When the 90 minutes is up, you must move on to the next tattoo. First up is Danny's design, and your time starts now.
All right, you ready to jump up there?
And we're ready to rock and roll.
Here we go.
Those circles and straight lines, you know, aren't my best friend, that's for sure.
This is a difficult ask. To get those circles and to get those straight lines requires a lot of technical skill.
Come over to cheat, see how you're doing.
Yeah, you are. Cheater.
The little detail lines where it looks like it's being engraved, they don't have to be put in. I'm not gonna put them in.
You didn't outline those?
No, no, why would I give myself that extra job?
No. Dude, Danny took all the lines out. It's this line, these lines, just shaded them.
I can't believe that came over here. That pisses me off so bad, dude.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Get ready for the next tattoo.
Oh my gosh, okay.
One down, 3 to go.
Next up is Jason's design.
Woo!
And your time starts now.
Jesus Christ. It's like you can't even piss.
New school, new school.
Today's a tattoo party.
Yeah, right, man. Glad to help. I designed this tattoo to be difficult to do, and it's turning out that it's even difficult for myself to do in 90 minutes.
You finished that outline yet?
Almost.
Sorry, I'm not talking more. We don't have enough time to talk. Jason's ink bottle is just a lot to try to do in 90 minutes. So I'm just gonna try to make sure it's got solid blacks to bold color. I'm not really gonna worry about too many fancy tricks because we don't have time for that. This is one of those that you potentially might not finish.
What is life right now? Jesus. Dude, if I'm the only one struggling right now, I'm gonna be so pissed.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Get ready for your next tattoo in the marathon.
Nope. She looks sick.
Next up is Jake's design.
Jump up real quick.
And your time starts now.
Here we go.
This one has like a lot of like little intricate things. You it up, it's obvious. I intentionally put a lot of line work in this design to kind of some people up, especially Danny. She tattoos pretty slow.
Oh, this is so infuriating. I can't believe these thought these could be done in an hour and a half.
I'm starting to abandon what I do, which is good technical, because I feel like everybody's just moving so much faster than me. Who's got the best technical in the group? The person who doesn't tattoo the fastest.
I wanted to do that little thing gold, too.
This doesn't look like I tattooed it, and it's not good.
3,
It's like it goes faster each
2,
time.
1. That's it. Time is up. Get ready for your next tattoo in the marathon.
It's good to go.
Nice.
What did you do on yours? Did you take out a lot of detail, or did you keep all the same detail?
Go look at it.
No, I don't have time.
The last tattoo in the marathon is Laura's design, and your time starts now.
One more to go, dude.
Number 4, here we go.
There's absolutely no room for error. Everything has to be perfect.
Can't wait to see how it turns out.
I think the people in this competition that aren't very comfortable with new school might end up dropping the ball on this little skull dude. This is it, boys and girls. Bring it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machines down. Time is up. Tattoo Marathon is officially over.
Dude, it is rad as shit.
That's pretty awesome, man. I love it.
I think I was gonna finish this one.
Oh my God. I don't know which one I like the best. It was a long day. Throwing in the towel.
The only tattoo that I have done today that I feel really confident about is my own.
I've come by to get depressed.
I am so screwed. It is unbelievable. These people pulled this shit right out of their asses.
What you think?
Good job. Good job. Well played.
What am I even doing here?
Let's see how they did.
I feel like I'm about to throw up.
First up is Danny's illustrative black and gray design. Very simple. You got circles, you got lines.
It's a sad face.
Let's take a look at the first tattoo.
That's mine.
There's problems on this thing. It's not a perfect circle at the top. The exterior line goes flat.
The soft shading looks really nice, but the solid black areas don't look super solid.
I'm willing to say that I don't think Danny tattooed this.
This is technically the most difficult one to pull off.
Let's look at the next one.
Oh, it's mine.
I like the way the top of the key shaded,
And the areas that are circles appear more circular.
but the way they leave the pupil of the eye white, very strange.
That was an artistic choice.
Let's move on to the third tattoo.
That's mine.
This is the best one we've seen so far. Look at the way the eyes shaded, way better than the last one. The shading in the top of the key, way smoother. I think this is Danny's.
We'll see.
Let's move on to the fourth one.
This perfect hollow round negative space all the way around the circle of the key doesn't give any dimension.
It's just a bunch of light gray that doesn't get super smooth.
Let's look at all four of the same tattoo together.
Number 3 is the best one, I would say.
Yeah, number 3.
Now I'm ready to be the bottom of all the rest.
If you're gonna win any of them, it's best to win on your own.
Yeah, I think so too.
Next up is Jason's new school design.
It leaves a lot open to see what people do.
Oh
with
yeah,
it. You know what I
tattoo
mean?
this a bunch of different ways.
Let's get into the first tattoo.
Oh, that's mine.
I mean, good application, but if you're gonna hit new school, you can't just have green and light green. You gotta have a contrasting color.
Because I had plenty of time to do that.
Let's move on to the second tattoo.
Oh, it's mine.
What happened to this one? This thing just looks dirty.
Why does that yellow stop and go to open skin in the mouth when the eyes are solid green inside?
I didn't have enough time.
Moving along.
That one's mine.
From a distance, the color glow looks cool, but that mouth, not clean saturation at all.
Do you think this is a time issue? Like they spent all their time trying to outline these things and then couldn't finish the color?
Talk about dropping the ball on that one, Jason.
Let's look at the fourth one. Let's see if there's a redeeming one in here.
Good luck, dude. Here we go.
The outline on this one is rough everywhere in the teeth. The mouth of this thing got away from everybody.
That's crazy.
Nothing connects anywhere.
Not good.
That's a lot of work to do in that amount of time.
Sorry, everybody.
Let's take a look at all four of these tattoos together.
Tattoo number 1's looking better all of a
That
sudden.
thing looks amazing right now. 2, 3, and 4, to me, they're all in the same boat. This whole round right here are not good.
Damn, my design everybody up.
Let's take a look at Laura's new school design.
Definitely leaves some interpretation to be done with this line drawing, for sure.
Let's take a look at the first tattoo.
Oh, that's mine.
If you look at the outlines on the tips of the mohawk, look at the points, look at the wobbly lines.
Somebody was in a hurry.
You think?
Oh, that's mine.
Everything has a nice balance between the green, the magenta, the purple. I like the light source on the brow. This is a well-executed
Night and
tattoo.
day from what we just saw.
Third tattoo.
There's a lot of line discrepancies in this big, bold outline on the mohawk. There's not really a lot of saturated black inside the divots or the darker areas on the side of the skull. The blue's not really standing out properly.
I still like my tattoo.
Let's move on to the fourth tattoo.
There's a lot of problems connecting the tips of all of the points to the mohawk. This mohawk detail on this thing is killing everybody. They need to paint the mohawk one solid color instead of trying to do fades and do all this stuff. It eats the clock.
Let's look at all four of the same tattoos.
Number 1 is the bottom.
Number 2 for me, all around, is the top.
You won over my design again.
Lucky dragon's foot, Chris.
I like the posture of the claws.
Let's look at the first tattoo.
Simple color palette is nice. The line work looks smooth. Make it clean and simple. I think that's a smart move. Overall, pretty sharp.
Let's move on to the second tattoo.
Oh, that's mine.
I don't like this one too much. It gets a little muddy. There's also a lot of outline problems on this thing.
Opted to not put in those rope lines.
It would have helped because the unparalleled lines stand out like a sore thumb.
Let's take a look at the third one.
Here we go.
It's a smart color plate to have a contrasting color from the top to the bottom, and then a different color for the rope to intertwine so nothing gets lost.
It is more legible than the one we just saw.
Let's look at the fourth one.
In that fitting where the claw's going into, that black with that yellow pounded over it with then that white looks messy. That does not look clean. That isn't doing anybody any favors here.
Jason does not feel good right now.
Let's compare all four of these.
Well, the ones with the right color palette look the strongest, like number 1.
I'm gonna say that Jake did the first one, just because.
That's the one that looks like the person that knew what they were doing?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Every single critique went different than I thought was gonna happen.
Okay, artists, you have 13 hours to show us quality and quantity in this tattoo marathon. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go see what you want. Which one you want?
The dog.
The dog? Yes. Cool.
Going with the swallow.
Okay.
Anywhere on my arm.
They're gonna have to tattoo not only their own, but everybody else's designs.
Which one are you thinking?
So that one.
Full moon one?
Yep.
Where's it going?
Right here.
Your ribs?
Yep.
All right, girl. Let's get it done.
Don't lay down. Let's get this going.
Perfect. All right, ready to party?
Ready, ready.
First one out of the gate, a lot of perfect circles, right on her ribs. I'm just gonna go for it. This is my time to shine and show off and take that difficult placement regardless of what happens.
Can I run to the bathroom like super quick?
We're almost done.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, there's like
Almost done. Don't worry about
5-10 minutes left.
Yeah, don't worry
Is
about
that
it.
okay?
Yep, no problem.
There's no time for breaks. I'm sorry, honey, but you gotta sit still. We need to get this shit done. We need to get you out of here so I can get the next one rolling.
12 hours left, people. 12 hours.
All right, man. I'm gonna clean it. We're done. Looks awesome, man. First one down. Let me just wrap it up for you.
The hardest part about this space dog design is that it's a bunch of perfect circles. It's time consuming.
What would you like to do? I'm gonna do the skull with the facial hair and the hat.
Sweet.
This first canvas is taking up almost an hour and a half of my time.
I'm Isabel.
Jimmy, which one are you thinking about getting?
This guy.
Cool.
I've never felt so much pressure in my entire life.
That's it for this one. I love it. Free to go.
This is not at all how I wanted to start this marathon.
Which one you want? I'm liking this little bulldog.
Okay, we can do that. All right.
9 hours left. 9 hours.
I've yet to tattoo one of my own designs. I'm worried that if my designs do not get chosen, that's definitely gonna be used against me.
Check it out. What's up, brother? Which one do you want to get?
I was gonna pick the skull, number 13.
Sweet. Finally, someone picks one of my images.
Where do you want to put it?
I was gonna put on the ribs.
Okay. He wants it on his ribs. Man.
I am like between these two.
It's okay if you don't want a space dog. Like, it's really fine. You don't have to get it.
I'm gonna go with this guy.
Okay. I want to finish as many tattoos as I can, but it's gonna be rough if I keep getting these space dogs.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, it's my first one.
First tattoo?
Yeah.
You get this space dog?
Yeah.
Thinking about going with the tombstone right here.
Okay, cool.
Man, thanks for doing my first tattoo.
Very, very honored to do it.
I was looking at the spider.
Sweet. Where do you want to put it?
Right in my armpit.
Really? You're a lunatic.
That's what people tell me.
Man, can I catch a break?
4 hours remain.
This is your friendly paramedic coming by to say, I haven't seen you go to the bathroom. I'm worried about your hydrating, so here's a bottle of water here for you.
Okay.
Please hydrate up, okay?
Thank you, sir. Drinking water. I got shit to do.
You got 2 hours left, everybody. 2 hours. Let's go.
Oh, man. Just my eyes sting from holding them open so long, staring.
I can't even see right now. Every time I open my eyes to try to pull this line work, they just tear up and start to sting.
All right, Jimmy, let's get your eyes cleaned up.
Do I have to recover from it?
Nope.
Hit me.
All the way back. Blink, 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 blink. Forward. Done.
1 hour left. Final hour.
Where do you want this thing?
Where I want it?
What about your leg?
Sure.
I did not come all this way just to quit now and relax. I'm just doing what I know how to do best.
We literally have 30 minutes left. And so the only one that I can get done in that amount of time would either
Hopefully.
be this one.
Yep, let's do that one.
This one?
Yep.
Come on.
Great, thank you.
I cannot drop the ball now. I cannot let the exhaustion get to me. I can't let any of the stress get to me.
It's gonna be perfect because it has to be. All I gotta do is just beat one person in here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Jimmy, that was quick as what one was that? The tombstone? This shit quick as hell.
20 minutes left. Jimmy, you got 20 minutes, man.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Is he really gonna try that shit?
Yeah. I got time for that tombstone.
All right, let's do it.
Is he insane? Where the is it? Come on. Jimmy, you're insane. 18 minutes.
Earning a spot in that finale, for me, it's proving to myself that I have completely transformed from the person I was into the person that I can be. And if I can win the title of Ink Master, I can do anything.
Come on, mother.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machines down. Time is up. This tattoo marathon is over.
15-minute tattoo, bro.
That looks real good for 15 minutes.
Bro. It's perfect.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
It looks great.
All right, man, that's it. I'm happy with that, dude.
Me too.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember half of those tattoos.
The last 2 hours was just autopilot.
Whoever makes that finale deserves it.
Okay.
Angel, Jarrell, and Jimmy, you had one last chance to prove you deserve a spot in the finale by surviving a 13-hour tattoo marathon. Based on your work, 2 of you will move on to compete in the finale, and 1 of you will be eliminated. Let's see how you did. Angel, out of everybody's flash designs, your designs were chosen the most.
Awesome.
Let's take a look at the tattoos that you did. In 13 hours, Angel, you completed 11 tattoos.
Your line work is pretty clean on almost every single one of these. Obviously, your first space dog is the worst one. The dog gets too black, so it's a little bit illegible. The third and fourth one are the best ones. You kind of figured out better ways to do it as you went. If you didn't do 5 space dogs, you could have done more tattoos.
I think I was the only one who did the space dog, ironically.
My favorite tattoo you do of all the tattoos is the simplest, the Gravestone 13. It looks like a quick banger. It's really smooth. I definitely see some high points in your tattooing. Overall, your body of work is pleasing.
Jarrell, you're up next. Your designs were picked the least. Only 6 canvases picked your designs. I like these designs. They all have a little creepy Friday the 13th vibe. This is my guy all day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think your designs work, they just don't work for the crowd.
however, you tattooed the most, coming in at 15 tattoos in 13 hours.
It was just crazy.
For doing 15 tattoos, your strong point here is your outlines are all pretty consistent, but your shortcomings are the areas where you try to put too much solid black in. The monkey tattoo, that whole big area, the side and the bottom of the chin where you shade gets rough and gets a little away from you, and it does start to look like you're in a rush. But looking at the skull, the hat, the shading in the eyes gets really rich and then opens up nicely. Your shading looks like you're taking a little bit more precision.
If you pulled back a little bit and did 13, those other areas that you were flying through would have tightened up. But overall, you banged out the most and you did killer job. Jimmy, your flash designs were tattooed 16 times, 1 less than Angel.
I like the style of these tattoos. Simple, clean, legible, easy to tattoo.
And incidentally, Jimmy, you're the only artist whose designs were all picked at least once. In 13 hours, you completed 13 tattoos.
What I like about the tattoos is the fact that they all have weight. Your skull's head with the steps, the way that you shade it, the consistency, the black has a very heavy, strong weight. But you have a little bit of some wobbles towards the top of the outline.
There are a few tattoos in your bunch where your outline gets a little away from you. Your first tattoo, the moon, you get a little bit of wobbles in your outline. I know it's in a difficult area.
It was on the ribs, I mean.
Your last tattoo of the day, I love the way this one's shaded. Quick, big whip.
Did that in 15 minutes.
It's still solid, it's still clean, you still keep the consistency. Overall, your body of work, you put your stamp and your style on the tattoos, whether they are your design or not. The consistency plays strong in your favor.
Thank you.
My vote for the second spot in the finale is Angel.
I gotta agree. My vote's for Angel.
The judges have decided, Angel, you have earned your spot in the finale.
Oh my God, yes. Me and Bob, let's do it.
Congratulations.